You've been told to grow your YouTube channel. Just grow, 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 grow. But what if growth is what's holding you back from making serious money? Your YouTube stats might say you're winning, views going up and sub count is climbing, but you're only getting pennies from ad revenue, and you see other channels without millions of followers making 6 to 7 figures a month. It's guys like Ed Lawrence here with only 120k subs, and he's making 7 figures a year with only 4 videos a month. What I'm about to share with you is the same way Dan Coe went from 100k to 800k in 1 year. Even Alex Hormozi is using the same strategy and has increased his revenue by 26%. So in this video, I'll break down the 5-part system Ed and others use to turn views into revenue. You'll learn how to attract the right viewers, build trust fast, and turn content into clients without burning out or praying to the algo gods. So let's rewind a couple of years and take a look at when Ed decided to make the shift. Ed used to do what most creators do, chasing views, chasing reach, high effort videos. What Ed did here was edutainment kind of style videos. It took forever, it drained him, it looked great, he got tons of views, but the return of investment wasn't very good. So just to give you a perspective here, this is his old channel, Film Booth, and this is his new channel called Ed Lawrence. As you can see here, it's kind of hard to decipher what and who exactly it is he's helping or what he's doing for people. Like strategy, storytelling, creativity, production, it's kind of all over the place. You don't know exactly who this is for. And that's the exact thing he's shifted away from. And you can see here, on the one down below here, his new channel. I help businesses, so you straight up already know who he's helping. Generate sales, views, and leads from YouTube. So you know it's business owners who have an interest in using YouTube to generate sales, views, and leads. So what Ed used to do is chase views. And you can see here his videos are all over the place because he's trying to get more views, he's trying to get reach. But as you can see here, it's all over the place. And what Ed said in one of his videos is that it took a lot of time to make those videos and it drained him. So the return of investment from those videos wasn't very good. So Ed made a shift. Instead of trying to get mass views and kind of appeal to almost everybody, he focused on one specific person, business owners on YouTube. And you can straight up see here from his new channel, it's a lot more streamlined and everything he's putting out is geared towards that specific person. But the old channel he had got a lot more views. Like you can see here, his old channel, 2.7 million views from his most viewed video. And the new channel is getting, the most viewed one is 477,000. So it's a lot less, but Ed is making a lot more money from his new strategy. $800,000 alone in January. I know I could make a good living off of that. But in all honesty, you see most creators think that more views equals more revenue or more success. But the problem here is if you're getting the wrong views, it doesn't matter how many you have, because if all you're focusing on is getting mass views, you are attracting that kind of audience. Audience that just wants to watch something to get time to go by. And now you're boxed in because you trained your audience to expect one thing, but that one thing doesn't serve your business. So you're stuck posting content that brings attention, not leading to people taking action. It's kind of like trying to sell a steak to vegans. It doesn't matter how much time you spend on that steak, how good it looks, they are not going to buy. Right, so let's break down what Ed and all of the other big boys on YouTube are doing differently and how you can use the exact same system. Right, so step 1 is know exactly who you are talking to. Every video Ed puts out is aimed towards one kind of person, a business owner who's already making money but running into trouble with YouTube. Let's take a look at these 3 examples. The first one, exactly how to go from 10k to 50k a month on YouTube. What is he solving? He's solving the problem from people having from 10k to 50k a month because that is a different beast. And there's a lot of things you need to optimize and a lot of new systems you have to incorporate. The second video, YouTube's hard until businesses do this. I wanted you to notice that he's putting in the title businesses because that's his audience. And what's the problem he's solving here? Make YouTube easy, because YouTube is hard. Number 3 is fixing a business YouTube views problem in 22 minutes. So he's showing how he fixes a view problem. And in this video, if you watch it, he's pulling up a business running into trouble getting views from YouTube. And he's showing what he would correct to make that happen for that specific business. So as you can see here, he's not creating content for content creators. He's not chasing views. Like, see, this video here is 9,000 views. And this one is 8,000 views. Of course, they are going to increase over time, but most of his videos sits around the 10K mark. He's targeting a very specific person, and the views shows it, and his revenue shows it. So just to give you another example, Dan Coe did the same thing. His early content spoke to the 9-to-5 escapee, specific pain, specific solution. So why does this matter to you? If you try to make content for everybody, what usually happens is that your content gets vague. It gets like cookie cutter advice. And all you really end up doing is wasting your time and your energy. And it's risky as hell to build a business relying on views alone. And it's a lot more manageable to build a business selling a thing or a service, a product, whatever it is, and using YouTube as a marketing tool to drive leads towards your business. So what can you do to make sure that your videos, your channel is serving one specific person? You can finish this sentence here. My buyer is insert person struggling with problem. Then go look at your last video. Did that video actually serve that specific person? Also called your ICP, the one person you can help better than anybody in the world. And by the way, if you want to get the nuances, the really juicy stuff of your ICP, pause right here, read through the questions, write them down, copy, paste it, and post it into ChatGPT and have it write it out or whatever. But these questions here is going to help you get the nuance of your ICP. And once you know who you are talking to, we move into step 2, solve one core problem. Ed's videos aren't general advice. They tackle one issue, one problem, and they deliver one result. Why does it matter to deliver one solution to one problem? Let's look at this with an example. Search up on YouTube or Google or whatever, how to cook rice. You're going to find millions of people giving advice on how to do that. Most of those people aren't standing out in any way, so you're scrolling by them and you're not noticing anything unless someone has a fancy thumbnail or something like that. But if you search in how to increase click-through rate on YouTube and still get high quality leads, that's a very specific pain point. And you're not going to see a lot of people offering a solution to that problem. That little dot here, that's you. You are standing out like a sore thumb. And now you're probably thinking, but Mark, won't I lose potential clients that way? No, you won't. Quite the contrary. You gotta remember, there's a lot of people giving advice to the exact same thing. And the broader you go, the more people you're trying to serve, and the harder it is to stand out. But the more specific pain points you could solve for a specific person, the easier it is for you to stand out. So no, you're not going to lose a ton of potential clients. This approach is going to make it a lot more easy because you're standing out already from the problems you are solving, the one person you are serving. So what most content creators end up doing is they're trying to cover everything. They're trying to put out as much content on whatever is trending, be it mindset, hacks, habits, behind the scene, reviews, react, whatever it is. They're trying to get more views because that's how they're earning money from ad revenue. So how can you make sure that your video isn't going to be some kind of broad kind of video? You answer this question. What's the number one problem my dream buyer is trying to solve? and you solve that. And now you might be saying, but Mark, what if I don't know what that is? Well, you can go talk to your already existing clients, past clients, or ask your audience. And if you have no clients yet, then look at what your audience is saying. And if you have no audience yet, look at the comment section of your competitors and see where there is a gap that you can kind of fill. Now, let's move on to step 3. Streamline your videos. So what the heck do I mean by that? You gotta make sure what you promise in your title, your thumbnail, your hook, and overall your intro matches what you deliver. You might know a name for that: clickbait. So Ed's title aren't clickbait, they're crystal clear on what he's solving. Let's take a look at some of Ed's videos. So we see here the thumbnail on this one right here. Stop making list videos. Fixing a business YouTube views problem in 22 minutes. So it's a video about fixing your view problem.
Is the real reason your business isn't growing on YouTube because you're saying too much? Well, recently over...
Okay, so the hook straight away is about you might be saying too much and it might fuck up your views. So the promise from his thumbnail and title straight up leads into the hook, and those three making sense together. They're living in a, what's it called, a symphony, a symbiosis. Thumbnail, title, hook, everything is streamlined, and you know when you're clicking on that, he delivers on what he's promised in the thumbnail and title. And the same thing goes on with Alex Hormozi. Let's take a look at this video here. For free, that's nice. Watch this to generate thousands of leads in any niche.
What if I told you there were a way that you could get more leads than you're currently getting, sell more of those leads overall, without increasing any of your advertising at all? I'm Alex Hormozi, ownacquisition.com.
So the hook leads is an expansion of the title. Watch this to generate thousands of leads. And he's starting his video by expanding on how this video is going to give you more leads and what you don't have to do. Why does this matter? Because it builds trust. If people know what you are putting in your title, your thumbnail, and knowing that you deliver on what you promise, people are building trust with you. They actually know that you are valuing their time and not wasting it. And honestly, how many times have you watched a video thinking that you were about to watch how to cook rice, and the first 5 minutes of that video is someone's morning routine? I don't know why I keep coming back to rice. But why risk breaking that trust for an easier click? Most content creators chase click-through rate, but people can click on your content, watch your videos, but if they don't get on your email list or buy whatever it is you're selling, then what? It doesn't matter. That review you got is worth scheisse. So what can you do to avoid that? Think of what you want them to do after they watch your video. That's your call to action. What pain point do you want them to avoid? That's your hook. Remember what Alex Hormozi told? And how do they avoid that pain point? As in, what do you teach in your video? That's your body. That's your main meat of your video. Okay, so let's move on to step 3, which is wrong. This is step 4. Teach less, but better. So most content creators, YouTubers, teach too much. They try to cram every little idea, every little tip, every strategy into one video. It sounds smart as hell. They are sounding smart as hell, but it's confusing for the people who's watching it. And the viewers don't remember what they watched 5 minutes later. So Ed does the exact opposite. He picks one problem, tells a short story that shows how that looks like in action, and then shows how to fix it. That's it. He doesn't explain everything, every little detail about that thing. He proved one thing and does that very clear. And that's why people trust him. It feels like this, and it feels like this person gets me, because he shows he understands their pain and he solves that pain in an easy to understand way. So let's take a look at this video as an example from Ed.
You probably think you don't have enough time to grow a YouTube channel, but that's potentially no longer true because AI has gotten so good, it's changing the way that people grow.
Okay, so just to give you a quick understanding of what this video is about, it's about AI tools to help you speed up the process of running a YouTube business. So I skipped ahead here, and just to show you what he's doing here, he's showing one exact thing, one AI tool, how to use it, what it does, that's it. Move on to the next part.
So imagine if you could clone yourself. How much more do you think you could get done? Well, I have. I built a bot to give intro feedback, script feedback, sales page feedback, do research. Basically, I have all these different versions of me.
So he's explaining one AI tool at a time, what it does, how it works, and what you can use it for. That's it. And he moves on to the next one. He's not explaining everything about how to create an AI, what AI really is. He streamlined what he's saying from point A to point B, and it keeps that very clearly and try to not put in any kind of fluff that doesn't serve that journey from A till B. So how can you make sure that you're not rambling about everything about whatever topic you're trying to teach or whatever problem you're trying to solve? You follow these 3 steps. The problem you're trying to solve. Call out one real situation your viewers faces. That could be you're posting every week but nothing's converting. Then you follow up with a story. Share a quick example or observation. I saw a client doing the same thing, posting nonstop with 0 sales. And then you provide the fix. Give one clear next step. What changed? We changed her content to target buyers, not browsers. And sales doubled. So that's 1 point, 1 story, 1 takeaway. Done. And that's what Ed's doing is in his videos. He's really trying to keep it as simple for the viewers, and it works. His videos are extremely easy to watch. If you follow this structure across your whole video, you're going to teach more effectively than dumping a 20-minute info dump ever could. Once you've earned trust like that, it's time to guide it towards an action. And that's where your call to action comes in. And this is also step 3, which is step 5. Tell them what to do or where to go. So what most content creators, YouTubers do is that they treat their call to action like a full stop. You've seen it 100 times. Like, subscribe, see you next week, something like that. That's just a dead end. You're not guiding people anywhere meaningful. So what Ed is doing is he's using his call to action to drive people from his videos into his ecosystem within his business. Mostly he's driving people to his email. And he uses call to action in the beginning, in the middle, and in the end, and he mixes them depending on what kind of story or what kind of videos he's doing. So let's take a look at some of the examples.
I'm going to show you how to do in this video. Now, if you want to play with that calculator, you're welcome to. I left the link to it below. All the data.
So just to give you some backstory here, this is a call to action he has at the beginning of his video. It's 2 minutes and 46 seconds in. And he's talking about a tool he uses for his business, and people can get it down below. And if they click the link, they get moved on to his sign-up page, and they join his email list where he sells to people. So let's take a look at a one right in the middle. It's kind of the same thing, but just to show that he also uses them in the middle, it as a call to action. Just don't have to be at the end. You can use it wherever you want throughout the video.
That generated a ton of sales into my free AI bot that you can get below. And then
so that's really subtle. A free AI bot that you can get down below. That's a call to action. He's telling people what to do if they want to, for example, have this tool he's promoting here. That's a call to action. So at the end of this video, he actually has 2 calls to action. One for his tool he's using, and one to guide people to watch more of his videos. And the way he does this is by, he solved a pain in the video you're watching, but if you want to go the step further, then you have to watch this video, which solved another problem that this video didn't solve. Let's take a look at it.
So when you see this sort of thing making you money, you don't really care if the views are lower. There's a link to RevTrack below if you're ready to take YouTube seriously. And if you're like, wow, I like this guy giving me a step-by-step proven format for making videos that grows a business, then watch this playlist next, because I have got a bunch of videos in it that will show you step-by-step processes for creating other tried and tested systems that will generate you big sales and big views faster.
So that's how you can use call to action to actually guide people to a place that serves your business and actually benefits you. Every call to action has one job: move serious people to the next step, whatever it is that you decide that's most beneficial for your business. Some go to the next video, some join the email list. Either way, it keeps the right audience close. So what can you do to make sure you're doing just that? Look at your last 3 videos. Did you give your best viewers a next step? Did you link a useful resource or next video? Did you filter casual watchers from serious ones? And that could, for example, be to have them join your email list, because people who joining your email list have a way more serious interest in what it is you offer than just people watching your content for the sake of watching something. All right, so to sum all of this up, number 1, know who you're talking to. Number 2, solve one pain at a time. 3, match your title, hook, and message. 4, teach with stories, not just slides. Guide the right people forward. So if you want more insights and breakdowns of how the biggest earners on YouTube build their fortune, I teach all of it on my email list. Link down below. Did you see what I did there? A call to action leading you to my email list.